What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Noob coming at you guys live and direct from my Universal Gamer Update number 28, brought to you by multiplatgametrap.com. Right now I'm recording this Universal Gamer Update via video camera microphone because, you know, I don't feel like dealing with the shortage of my headphones, speaker or microphone fucking input. So I don't feel like dealing with that, but I do got the headphones on to make sure the audio is real nice and dandy for you guys and to save a little bit of work for me when I go to edit this video. Anyways, this is a short Universal Gamer Update. I got a couple of topics inside my Spit Game segment. The first topic inside my Spit Game segment is GTA 4 versus Just Cause 2 YouTube video that I posted almost a year ago. My new upcoming Halo Reach Forge map, Dark Carnival, and the top 5 must-have games of 2012. And my outro topic will be our Multiplat Game Trap podcast, which will only be uploaded on multiplatgametrap.com. Me and my boy Freddy Frego, Bullboy Kettles, and a couple other gamers. I forgot your name, sorry. But yeah, we starting our podcast, and that in particular videos, or those in particular podcasts, are going to be only on multiplatgametrap.com. But anyways, let's get into my first topic in my Spit Game segment, and that is my GTA 4 versus Just Cause 2 video on YouTube. Now, out of nowhere, I've been getting so many views out of nowhere, so many comments out of nowhere, and a lot of people get it wrong when I made this video. You know, they think I was, you know, trying to do a actual, when I say versus, I don't mean versus in which game is better. I know that's what versus mean, but what I meant by versus was compared to. So both of those games compared to each other. GTA 4 compared to Just Cause 2. Just Cause 2 compared to GTA 4. I didn't give any commentary inside that video. I didn't even talk inside the video. I just was showing screenshots and gameplay from both games. Now, which game do I like better? A lot of people ask me, well, you know, let's ask the creator of this video which game do he like better, because a lot of people was arguing about, you know, the whole stanza and the whole topic of the whole thing. With me, both games are great. Just Cause 1, I didn't like Just Cause 1, it was okay. Just Cause 2 stepped the game up completely. It's kind of how I felt how Mercenaries 2 should have been. GTA, I played every GTA game ever except for like the sideline ones, like the, you know, the side ones like Chinatown Wars and Liberty City Stories. But as far as the main games, you know, GTA, GTA 2, you know, both of those games on regular PlayStation, GTA 3 on PS2, Grand Theft Auto 4, you know, Vice City, San Andreas. So, you know, I'm a GTA fan, not a hardcore fan, but I am a GTA fan. I will say, you know, it's just like trying to compare Call of Duty to Battlefield. They're two different games, even though they're like in the same kind of category. GTA is more of a realistic type game, more realistic physics and stuff like that. And, you know, it's a good sandbox game, but to me, it's that kind of sandbox game where it could get boring easily after a while, after a certain amount of hours. Just Cause 2 is more tongue-in-cheek. You know, you can jump around, parachute, grapple to fucking cars, and ride on top of the hood, and use your grapple hook on the ground, and hook it up to a car and have to make the car flip around and stuff like that. And you can do all kind of stuff. That's my idea of a city sandbox, the best city sandbox game I ever played. And it's more fun. You know, you ride on top of jets and stuff like that. It's not realistic, but it's fun. You know, so it all depends on what you want to play, what you feel like playing. You know, but I will say Just Cause 2 is a bigger game, and it's a bigger sandbox game, and it's just bigger in general, just as far as just the environment and the area that you can play in. It's humongous. But I love both games. It's not that kind of comparison video, so all the people that have been leaving me comments, you know, about the video saying, oh, Just Cause 2 is way better than GTA 4. I wasn't trying to start a war, which I did some kind of way, even though that video is old as hell, but I ended up starting a war. So I'm saying, with me, the person that posted the video, I don't really care. Both games are great. I was showing the differences between both games. Alright, so my next topic inside my Spit Game segment is my new upcoming map, Dark Carnival on Halo Reach Forge. A lot of people have been wondering when I'm going to work on my next project on Halo Reach, preferably a zombie map, because a lot of people love my zombie mansion map. I can't believe how many comments I get every single day on that map, how many views. I got like 10 pages worth of comments, you know, and all kind of stuff. People saying, man, it's the best map on YouTube, it's the best map on Halo Reach Forge. I doubt that. You know, I've seen so many maps that's just brilliant, you know, and got so much work into it and stuff like that, and that's way better than mine. But, you know, I'm not trying to downgrade myself, but, you know, I know that my map is not the best map out there, even though I still get comments saying that, oh, man, your map is the best map out there. The guy just wrote me a message yesterday saying I should put my stuff on Machinima and stuff like that, and I should, you know, contact Bungie so they can put my map part of the actual real playlist in Halo Reach. and they think I got that much potential with that map. You know, it's crazy. But I guess that 45 hours plus another 15 hours on top of that of getting everything tweaked was worth it. But I'm working on Dark Carnival. Started it yesterday, and I will be doing more today and probably finishing up tomorrow. Usually I do all my maps in one day. You know, if I don't got nothing to do the whole day, I start early in the morning, wake myself with some coffee or something like that, give me a nice cold thing of water, and then play some music, and then bam, kick back. I like to take my time. So a lot of people that have been wondering why I'm not collaborating with you when it comes to making Forge maps, it's because one, when it comes to certain things, especially making stuff, I'm usually a loner. I work by myself. I mean, there's only one person that thinks like me, and that is me. So that's not a bragging statement. It's just that, you know, a lot of people that try to collaborate with me, they like to rush. They like to build all this all this like fancy, like I can't explain. It's like my maps that I build is legit. Like I'll try to make them like real Halo Reach maps, real Halo maps. I don't like having all that little fake stuff, little weapons inside crazy locations and all kind of like little crazy stuff that a lot of people like. You know, I try to make like real maps. So that's that. That's why I haven't been collaborating with nobody. Unless you're serious about making maps, you take your time, you don't be rushing, and you know how to follow directions, then, you know, I probably may be able to work with you on a big ass map that I'm planning on working on. But with that said, I'm just gonna say that I'm working on Dark Carnival. You know, I did Zombie Mall, but a lot of people didn't show that map that much love. Like everybody's still stuck on Zombie Mansion. It's like, man, over 40,000 total upload views out of nowhere. Last but not least, my last top inside the Spit Game segment is my top five must-have games this year. Now, it was kind of hard for me to make this top 5 list because there's so many good games. Until I looked on the computer, looked on IGN.com and see what all the games were coming out, and looked on other websites, I forgot some of the games that was pushed to this year, or I forgot some of the games that was coming out this year until I looked. I was like, damn, we actually got a good lineup this year. You know, games like Tomb Raider, all kind of good ass stuff. BioShock Infinite. It was like, damn, I forgot about these damn games. I didn't forget about BioShock, but I forgot about Tomb Raider. You know, but you know, E3 coming up in June, so you know everybody's gonna be showing their game off again, make people remember what's coming out. You know, I didn't really forget, but it was in the back of my mind. I had to bring it back to the front. So, first game I must have when it first come out. It's not in particular order either. I just wrote these damn things down. The first game is Twisted Metal. I gotta have that game. By the looks of it, from when I played at Comic-Con and stuff like that, it's better than Twisted Metal Black. Twisted Metal Black is the best Twisted Metal ever made, and I think this Twisted Metal is better than Twisted Metal Black. And I'm not talking about just the graphics on PS3 and stuff like that. Scratch that. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about the gameplay, how it plays, the control of the vehicles, the balance of different cars and the different super weapons and stuff like that. And as far as the story, I kind of like how the story going where you only choose like 3 characters and each character can drive different cars. Twisted Metal was about, it's like about 15 or 12 different characters, and they all had their own little story. They all had their own little vehicle that was catered to them. Now it's kind of different. I kind of don't like where they're going with that. But David Jaffe knows exactly what the fuck he's doing, and I love that dude because he's real. He don't speak all, he gonna tell you how it is. You know, he ain't gonna be throwing no fake ass mask on in front of the camera. No, he's gonna tell you what his game is about and who his game is for. Simple as that. So I would love to meet you, and big shouts out to you, and I salute, you know, what y'all be doing there in that studio. Next game I must have, Silent Hill HD Collection. Man, Silent Hill is by far, it was the first game where it was hard and hard. You know, the game was hard because the monsters was kind of hard, and you didn't have that much weapons and bullets and stuff like that, and the combat wasn't like Ninja Gaiden where you can just slice up shit. You know, I'm not talking about Ninja Gaiden, I'm just saying, I'm just giving an example. You know, it's not where you can just fight real easily and stuff like that, and the movement, the camera angles and stuff like that was made on purpose in a certain way. And that HD, remaster, I cannot wait for that because I know they're going to do something, man, I know that shit's going to look crazy. And plus, my Silent Hill 3 is froze. It keeps freezing on a certain part. I'm like halfway through the game. It's keep freezing on a in particular part. So I guess I'm just going to start all over when I get the HD remastered. So I can't wait for that. BioShock Infinite at number 3. Can't wait for that game to come out. It's the makers of BioShock 1. Though BioShock 2 was good, you know, BioShock 1 gave you that first experience, and how they did BioShock 1 where it felt like you were inside this world and, you know, you were afraid of everything that was coming at you, whether it was the regular enemies. As soon as you seen the Big Daddy, it was crazy. Bioshock 2 was good, but you played it as a Big Daddy. It didn't give you that sense of scariness. It still was hard. You know, you still would die easily from the enemies. So many enemies that was coming at you and the new enemies they put into the game. But Bioshock Infinite, I know they're going to do something special. The freaking gameplay I've seen, every time I see that game, it's just looking better and better. Next game, Far Cry 3. The fucking demo they showed of Far Cry 3, dude, it was just stupid. I'm just gonna say it was stupid. You know, and that's not even a bad stupid. It was just a good stupid. You know, it was just so damn good. It was just stupid. If that game plays anywhere how that demo showed, brilliant game. Brilliant. I just hope they don't, because a lot of people complained about Far Cry 2 that is like, it was too open and you just felt like it was going from one gunfight to the next gunfight. I hope they don't make the story to where it's too much linear, but what they showed inside the demo, salute. And last but not least, Ghost Recon Future Soldier. I love that demo and how it looked and how it played on Xbox 360, but that demo looked kind of fake. Kind of how the Bioshock Infinite, the first Bioshock Infinite demo looked. It looked like a gameplay / video. It was so smooth, and the way you did certain things, it seemed like it was a video. Like how certain, it just, if you go watch that Ghost Recon Future Soldier gameplay walkthrough, you see what I'm talking about. It looks like a video. Like everything happens like, it's like how they know the character is going to do that. You know, they played it so smooth. I know they're the ones that made the game. They know exactly where to walk. But the way it showed, the way things went, it just looked like a video at certain points. But, you know, that could be a good thing and a bad thing, or just all around a good thing. Alright, so the closest Universal Gamer update out, I'll be talking about me and my boy Freddy Frego Multi-Plat Game Trap podcast that's going to only be on multiplatgametrap.com. That was my decision, you know. That had nothing to do with nobody else, you know. He was all saying, you know, you can have it on your channel and, you know, edit it and stuff like that. And then, you know, have it on multiplatgametrap.com as well. I'd rather just have it on multiplatgametrap.com because that's what the podcast, I mean, the podcast is a lot of people from that website in a podcast talking about, you know, games. Unbiased and stuff like that. A lot of people at the podcast, or some people that may be inside the podcast, you know, only play PS3, but at the same time, they don't hate on other games made by different platforms and stuff like that, you know. So we did a podcast already. It's on multiplatgametrap.com. It's a 2-hour-long podcast split inside 4 segments. All our podcasts are not going to be 2 hours. You know, I like my stuff to be a little bit structured and you know. So there are some people that will watch a long, hour-long podcast. I used to watch hour-long audio podcasts by IGN, the Three Red Lights podcast. Try to say that 5 times fast. The 3 Red Lights podcast. I used to watch. Those podcasts used to go over an hour, sometimes 45 minutes, sometimes an hour and 30 minutes, and just to hear people inside the gaming industry just sitting around inside a podcast on microphones talking just like us, talking online, just chilling and stuff like that. It makes us feel like, you know, they're down to earth. You know, they're real. They're not, you know, all this put on a mask and act like I'm somebody else. No, they talk just like how everybody else talk, you know, talking about games, chilling, playing games. So, you know, I like podcasts like that. And that's kind of how ours is. And I like having different people inside our podcast, different ages, different races, different opinions, because that's what makes the podcast good. If everybody talked like me and had the same opinions as me, you know, what's the point of watching a podcast? All you watching is like 3 or 4 of me. You know, I like people being different, like, oh, this person don't like this game, but I do. I don't like this game, but this person do. I think this company is great, but this person don't. They think this one game company is great, but I don't. That's good because we cater to everybody that feel different ways. So that's why I like having different people in the podcast and the opposite, you know. It's always good to have a mix of different people. So with that said, it's been your boy New Side about the Universal Gamer, representing at multiplatgametrap.com. Shout outs to my boy Freddy Frego and Bull Boy Kettles. And I'm out this bitch. Peace. Use my little slow down shout. Got a lot of shouts unlocked. And I got a lot of Dragon Souls.
Someone there?
Dragon's Breath.